Hello there, and thank you for joining CTV News. My name is Najma Isa Hajir, and our today's topic of discussion will be about the fee increase to the university students following recommendations of the presidential party. And in the studio today, we have our guests, and let them introduce themselves.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity. My name is Prince Martin. I'm a student leader at the Meru University of Science and Technology.
My name is Paul Deche. I'm a youth leader, a human rights activist, and a political activist. Thank you.
Okay, so they have introduced themselves, and today the questions I have for you is that, firstly, what do you think is the impact of the fee increase to the comrades? Since you're student leaders and you're also a youth leader, so what do you think is the impact of the increase of the fees?
It has impacted negatively to our comrades in tertiary institutions. So many comrades come from very needy homes. We will find some people even deferring their studies, some dropping out of the studies because we cannot all afford the fee as recommended by the Presidential Education Task Force. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Paul Teche. Can you hear your view about
First
that?
of all, I start with the quote that if you want to kill a nation, kill the level of education in that country. What do I mean? The recommendation by the Education Task Force Committee is a delicate issue which, as student leader, youth leader, we are against it. We do not support it at all because many of us are suffering. Many students are suffering. Many students have deferred because of that 16K which we were paying earlier. When you look at that money that the committee came with, that you should be paying 52K, that is 3 times the money that we are not able to pay. So we will not support, and you're not supporting it.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your view. And then what do you think the government can do after the complaints of the students and maybe parents, and all the affected people here?
First, I have to term the Education Task Force recommendation as a uncouth, barbaric, and retrogressive move. That's raping comrades' parents' pocket on the fee issues. On that, I would urge the task force to embark on the issue and revisit on the issue and ensure that the fee amount is reduced.
Okay, first of all, we want to thank the President for forming the task force. Secondly, we do not agree with the task force. We live in a democratic country whereby each and every person is entitled to that right to say what he wants or not. And therefore, we term the report as uncouth, and we don't want that. We are not supporting it at all. So, my recommendation as a student leader is that, number one, my dear President, call every stakeholder, starting with the student themselves, the university leaders, the management of these big universities, all universities in the countries, because the parents themselves are still stakeholders, and the committee sit down with all those parties and ensure that we talk and come up with a meaning solution that favors each and everyone.
Thank you so much. And the third question is that, as a leader or as leaders, what measures have you taken since you are the link between the students and the administration regarding these issues?
Just to add on what I have alluded earlier, and what my brother here, the activist, has said, the education task force should embark on the issue and not just revisiting the issue. They should engage all the stakeholders involved in this matter of education, sit down and discuss the issues affecting comrades. The fee should be reduced, and they should also consider increment in help loan to comrades and higher disbursement, because these are very one of the key issues affecting comrades. Yeah. Then, as a leader in a university, we are trying our level best to engage the university and administration to ensure that no single comrade will be denied examinations because of mere fee balance issues. We understand our economic situation. Everyone in our country is facing financial constraints. So we should consider each other we don't come in the same background. Yeah.
Nimshukuru mwenzangu hapa kiongozi wa shule ambayo is making sense at all, and we are in this all, we are all students, sisi wote ni wanafunzi na tunateseka wote. Ukiangalia mimi niko mwaka wa 3, tangu nilipoingia chuo kikuu tumekuwa tukisurvive on this help loan, this small amount ambayo tunapewa, ambayo hata ifiki ile amount yenye recommendation imeleta. The task force imesema tulipe 52k every semester, na help wenyewe a year, that is 2 semesters, wakipea pesa mingi wanakupea 45,000. So we are really dismayed by that, na tunakataa kabisa. Tunasema hatutaitikia, na nimesikia fununu kwamba ati watu wanaenda kwa rais, muende, lakini hiyo chai mkikunywa mtalipia. Ndivyo tunasema.
That's true. Okay, with this tough economy, parents will be affected most whose students are involved. What do you think would be their response? Because maybe at the first place for a certain student to come, maybe labda ilikuwa a fundraising by the community, or maybe some parents had the hopes that after 4 years I'll be done with this, wacha nijikaze. But since now there is this massive increase in the school fees, what do you think the parents can do to their students?
Okay, currently we are in a tough economy. Tunateseka wote, kuanzia wenye wako juu kwa viti hadi the common hustler mwananchi. And that's why wanafanya maombi kila siku. Maombi haiwezi katusaidia. Maombi bila solution haitasaidia. So ndio tunasema as leaders, ile capacity tumepewa. Currently nimechoka Kajiado. Watu wanakufa na kiangazi. Kiangazi inawamaliza wote. Inawamaliza. Looking at that economic, na imagine a child, a student mwenye ametoka Kajiado amekuja university, ana survive aje? Ng'ombe zenye zilikuwa zinauzwa zimekufa ndio asome. Then all of a sudden wanakuja na such recommendation. Na niongezee, leo today morning I was perusing through the magazine, I saw an article in the Daily Nation at why the KUSIPs hawajafungua hiyo portal. So the writer says that it's because they want to raise the university entry grade so that they do not bring many students to the university, so that they can save. Unajua sasa hiyo pesa mingi inaenda kwa wanafunzi, na tunasema hatutaitikia hata KUSIPs. Tunawaangalia, tuko macho, na kama viongozi wa wanafunzi ensure the minimum grade ambayo imekuwa ikikuwa C+ ndio inaenda university, na tunakataa kabisa. Tunataka kuhakikisha kuwa hakuna mtu ambaye hata alipita ajaenda university, na the same 100% transition ambayo President Uhuru started iendelee na ikue. We must make the legacy of Dr. Magoha iendelee.
Okay, thank you so much. That was as a parent, what could you do? Now here is my other question. How is the fee increase going to affect you as a student? Because we might be, let's say there are 5 students, they are not from the same background. So with this news, they will perceive it differently. One student atajikaza aseme, let me just finish, I'm finishing. Maybe there is someone who is in the 4th year, and then these abrupt changes in the school fees imeongezwa. Will he or she give up? Will he or she just act violently towards it? Ama atakose? Maybe pia kuna ile peer pressure, you know. If us 3 we say this, they have increased fees, why are we studying in the first place, and there are no jobs in the country also? So as a student, what do you think each student will perceive the information?
One of the impacts of these fee increment to our comrades, including myself, I'm also a comrade, is that we are going to have increased rates of school dropouts. If I can't afford 2 meals in a day, I have to do Kuinama daily. Then how am I going to afford this amount of which has been tripled? Our mental health will be in great danger. So we will have issues to do with the suicide, among us issues, because you cannot afford the fees. And then you are eager to learn just like the other comrades. So it's going to be very tough. Yes.
Yeah, I thank you for your time. And now we can see there is a very massive and bad response or a negative response. And these are just student leaders. What if you go out there to the ground? Obvious, and on a scale of 1 to 10, 9 comrades will refuse with this issue, because absolutely no one is going to agree with the increase of the fees with this tough economy. We all hope the government will have mercy and put the needs of a comrade to a priority. Now, this is CTV. Thank you for tuning in and continue to be with us. I was your host, Najma Isa.